Good morning, everybody. I don't have a busy day today, but I got stuff to do. I'm going to show you what my main project is today. I have an apple and I have a live trap. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. Over the weekend, this little incident occurred. Right there. In between the farm, or the barn, and the fuel barrel, a woodchuck or groundhog or gopher, however you want to call it, but in this part of the world we call it woodchucks, decided to dig underneath the barn and goes underneath the slab of concrete over there. So it's time to trap him and relocate him. Everybody thinks they're cute and innocent and blah blah blah, but actually I've trapped a few of these. They are mean. Once you get them trapped and cornered, they like to bite, and they have very long front teeth that will pierce your skin easily. They're not a vicious animal, but they're like any animal. If you get it cornered, it's going to fight back. And this is an animal you don't want to fight with when you corner it. But that being said, they're a very destructive animal. They dig, like they dug underneath the concrete footing or concrete slab in the barn here, and so that created a huge void underneath the concrete. So if we put too much weight there, that concrete's going to crack and collapse and create a problem. They dig under the foundations of houses, barns, garages, all kinds of stuff. People think they're so cute and cuddly. They can be very destructive. So we need to eliminate this before it gets any worse. It's actually a pretty simple method I'm going to use. I'm going to take the apple, I'm going to cut it in half, and then one half I'm going to quarter it. That way I can put the pieces in there, and I'll take this other half and throw it in the fridge down here in case I don't get him caught the first time we attempt it, because, well, let's be honest, sometimes the first attempts aren't always the easiest. So we're going to just cut this up into some pieces and throw it in the cage there and go set the trap. That looks yummy, don't it? That should do it. Now we wait. Next project I have working on right now. There, can you see me now? See? It's the light. Our Field Go Looker Adder vehicle is got a slow leak in the front tire. It keeps leaking down. You can fill it up and it leaks down after a couple days. So I figured I got a minute, need to find out where the leak is and put a plug in it. The problem is I'm not finding the leak, and it's driving me nuts. I can't find a leak anywhere. I don't know. I'm dumbfounded. This thing goes flat after a couple days. It's got to be a hole somewhere. And I don't know if I have a tote around here that I can fill with water and submerge it underwater or not. I might be able to find a garbage can. I don't know. I guess I'll keep investigating. I don't know. I checked for a bead leak. I checked for maybe the valve stem was leaking. I checked all kinds of places. I mean, I can't find a leak anywhere. So I guess I am going to try and find a tote that I can fill with water and then submerge it underwater and look for air bubbles. Well, the tire's going to have to wait. I just got a phone call from a buddy of mine that says, hey, I snapped a frame bolt in my semi. Can you run to the bolt place to pick me up some hardened frame bolts and so we can get that fixed? Sure, why not? So that's where I'm headed to go buy some bolts. All right, I got the 4 bolts that he needed right here. There's one of them. These things right here, all 4 of them, 25 bucks. Holy crap, they weren't cheap. Anyway, got the 4 bolts. While I was out, I ate some lunch. But I got thinking about this tire. And I'm like, I know we got something laying around, which I found it. It's a 50-gallon like tote that we had. But I was thinking, man, I could grab that, fill it with water, put that tire in there, look for air bubbles, and fix it that way. But there's an issue. So, the beauty of our pump is our pump pumps out 70 gallons of water a minute. This is 50 gallons. So that hole would have to be pretty significant for the well to not keep up with it. But I got looking around, we got some of that flex tape laying around. So I'm going to throw some of that on there, both sides, see if it fixes it. I mean, why not? They used a screen door in the bottom of a flat bottom boat and it worked, right? Why not this? The only thing I had to clean it was some starting fluid and a rag, so that should be clean enough, I guess, to do what we want to do. Let me see if I can put you guys to where I'm not going to knock you over. I've used this stuff once, and that was to plug a hole in the head of the combine. So let's see what it works. If it works here on with water. It is very sticky, I will give it that. I don't know. I got a feeling it's still gonna leak. So now I gotta put this around this now. The spot that I patched is not leaking, but apparently there's a couple other leaks in here. Here's where I patched. But there's a drip over here. And then there's that. We're going to do it just like they do in the commercial, where they take a piece and just smack it on there and see if the drip stops. Might as well. All right, here's the test. Garbage. It did slow it down, I'll give it that. It's still leaking though. Garbage. Now granted, I didn't clean it because I probably should, but in the commercial they just show it slapping it on there, right? Look, here's another one. It's getting worse. Let's try it again. So now this one, I'm going to take a rag and I'm going to wipe the dust off of it, just to give them the benefit of the doubt. You ready? Maybe I'm not slapping it on there hard enough like they do in the commercial. Nope, still leaking. It slowed it down though, I'll give it that. I think I found the hole. Right here by my thumb. Sorry, didn't mean to make you guys dizzy by doing that. By golly, we found her. It's just a dinky little hole. My guess is probably ran over a thorn or something. Alright, I got my reamer. Don't judge me. The handle broke off years ago and we don't use it enough to justify going and buying a new one yet. Works just fine. Hear that? Now, we'll put the plug in it. Just like that. So now, just for giggles, we're going to throw this back in the water, see if it's leaking. Now, typically, I'm going to cut the little pigtails off, at least below the tread line, but I left it on there just so you guys can see where the plug is at, so we can see if it's leaking. We are bubble free. Now, because of this is such an intricate piece of equipment and they make a specially designed torque wrench for it, but we ain't buying that. Uh-oh, my thing came off. How do you do this one-handed while you're holding the camera? You gotta give it to some of these YouTubers. They're pretty good at doing the camera and doing whatever they're working on. There, torque to spec. Now, because I was trying to find the hole, I literally did overinflate the tire so I can try and force air out of it and find the hole without taking it off the machine. But so now I have to let some air out of it to get it back to where the rest of the tires are. You always have to take them for a test ride after you fix them, right? Somebody stirred some dust up over there. Kids. Alright guys, I guess that's enough fun for one day. I'm going to dump that tank. I might throw it up on the top of the loft up there so I can use it in the future. And then pick my tools up and probably call it a day, I'm guessing. Oh, it is almost 4 o'clock. All right, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.